Chicago Bears Now is presented by ButcherBox. The holidays are just around the corner, with Thanksgiving in particular just over a month away. And with your first order at ButcherBox, you're going to get a free 10 to 14 pound turkey for the holidays. What a deal. All you got to do is go to butcherbox.com/NFL Daily and use code NFL Daily. Get that free turkey this holiday season. All right, welcome into the show. Happy Thursday, everybody. We are 4 days away from Monday Night Football. I got some rumors to get into, some injury updates for New England. Lots of stuff to cover here. So let's start with this. Could Elijah Moore be on the trade block and a potential Bears trade target at wide receiver? There's some kind of reports, cryptic messages out there that Elijah Moore seems to be frustrated with the Jets. He's not practicing today with a personal situation. We'll kind of explore that here in just a second. Rich Cimini, who's covered the Jets forever for ESPN, tweeted this out a little bit earlier. A couple tweets here. A curious situation with Elijah Moore, he says, who is obviously frustrated with his role. See Sunday night tweet. We'll show that in a second. He has made a couple of cryptic tweets over the past hour. He's not at practice for a personal day per the team. Cimini added this. LaFleur, their offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur, said he's had a, quote, open dialogue with Elijah Moore, and we're going to keep it in-house. So that's a little curious as well when it comes to this Elijah Moore situation. Now, the Jets have come out and said, hey, he's dealing with the family matter. It's a personal situation. Nothing to see here. And, look, I'm not saying that is or isn't true, but there does seem to be frustration. Elijah Moore tweeted this out after the Jets win on Sunday, which he did say he's glad to be winning, but he doesn't seem very happy with his role. He says, if I say what I really want to say, I'll be the selfish guy. We winning, grateful. Huge blessing. All I ever wanted. Bittersweet for me, but I'll be solid. I'll just stay quiet. Just know I don't understand either. And what he's talking about is over the past 2 games, he only has 1 catch. I think he had 0 targets in that game against Green Bay on Sunday. So he's clearly not super happy, super thrilled with his lack of production over the past couple of weeks. And that's led to some trade speculation. He's got this personal day off today. Is there something actually happening? I don't know. He's been tweeting at home during all of this, so it's hard to know for sure. You look at his first year and a half in the league up to this point. Last year showed some promise. As a rookie, 538 yards, 5 touchdowns on 43 catches. Started out pretty hot this year, but the last couple of weeks has cooled off. 16 catches on 29 targets, 203 yards, no touchdowns. Hasn't found the end zone yet this year. Very talented player. I liked him a lot coming out of Ole Miss in 2021. Second-round pick. And, you know, we've talked about a lot of different receivers that the Bears could go out and look at as potential options. Now, I don't know how realistic trading for Elijah Moore is. A, are the Jets going to do that? Probably not. B, they haven't even really moved Denzel Mims yet. I mean, he's been a healthy scratch. But if it got to the point where Elijah Moore is like, I want out of here, he'd be a player I'd be interested in. I mean, he's a good route runner. He could play in the slot, can play outside, and this team needs help on the outside. It's as simple as that. Now, would you trade for Elijah Moore if he was available? Type T for trade or type P for pass. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. T for trade, P for pass. Would you go out and trade for the Jets wide receiver? Now, I mentioned that today's show is presented by ButcherBox, and let me just tell you guys a few things about ButcherBox. High-quality meat and seafood that you can trust. Humanely raised, no antibiotics or added hormones. They don't do, juice their meats. Like you go to some of these lower-end grocery stores, and, the chicken almost looks abnormal because they've just put all this product in it, and this is the authentic stuff here that you want. You get free shipping if you're in the continental U.S. They will ship right to your doorstep. None of those surprise fees that kind of pop up when you order things online from other outlets. Huge fan of ButcherBox, and I told you guys earlier, and I told you again, you get a free 10 to 14 pound turkey with your order. All you got to do is sign up today at butcherbox.com/NFL Daily and use code NFL Daily to get that free turkey. That is butcherbox.com/NFL Daily, code NFL Daily. So what I recommend, don't order a turkey because you're going to get one for free. Get some burger meat, get some pork, maybe some seafood. You get the turkey for free. You're going to have a Thanksgiving feast. ButcherBox.com/NFL Daily. Grilled some burgers last weekend. It was a fantastic time, thanks to ButcherBox. All right, let's talk about the Bears quarterback here. He had his weekly press conference today, usually on Wednesdays, but since the Bears play on Monday this week, everything's pushed back a day. And he was asked to kind of assess his play through 6 weeks, and I think the quote that stood out is just simple. I can play better, he says. And I mean, that's obvious, right? I mean, he's got a long way to go, and I think you can always be better in whatever your profession is. I hope this show today isn't the best show that I ever do. Hopefully tomorrow's will be better, and I think Justin Fields is saying, yeah, I haven't come close to reaching my potential. That's actually something he did say. This has to improve. 55%, just under it, less than 900 yards, 4 to 5 touchdown interception ratio. QB rating has climbed up in recent weeks, but it's still well below average among league standards. What we do know is he's been running the ball really well. We know he can do that. Almost 300 yards rushing and a touchdown, over 5 yards per carry. He's had some special runs over the past couple of weeks. A couple that were unfortunately called back as well. As we've outlined very clearly, he's not had a ton of help around him, but he deserves fault as well. He's got to clean up the easy stuff, things he's doing well. Deep ball, and then creating plays with his legs. But he's missing too many underneath throws. He's holding the ball too long. He even talks about that today. Just gotta hang in the pocket a little bit longer sometimes. Sometimes the pocket isn't breaking down and I'm bailing. Got to be better there. I think these next 11 games are pivotal. I mean, we've got to see substantial growth between now and the end of the season to feel good about the offseason and keeping Fields, building around him in the draft and in free agency. These next 11 games are going to tell us a lot about where this is going to go or not going to go with Justin Fields. Now, is Justin Fields your quarterback? You go back to the T.O. quote, "That's my quarterback." Is Justin Fields your quarterback? That's my teammate. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. He's still my quarterback. Is he your quarterback? I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. All right, I want to talk about I debated actually putting this on the show, so just know I'm not reporting this. There's a loose report out there because no big outlet has picked it up yet that Alex Leatherwood was involved in a 2-car accident. So let's just go through the tweets from the Chicago Football Connection Twitter account. They've had some things in the past, so I wanted to mention this. He tweeted this last night. Developing story. Bears offensive lineman Alex Leatherwood was involved in a car accident on Saturday around noon, which sent a woman to the hospital. A witness who tried to help Leatherwood out of his vehicle stated that he appeared to be unconscious. The woman is doing well and recovering, he added, and then they added this as well. Leatherwood refused medical treatment at the scene and appears to be okay. Luckily, it seems like there were no serious injuries at the time. So naturally, I was like, okay, let's see what Flus says at his press conference today. Well, he didn't address it. He wasn't asked about Leatherwood's car crash. Weirdly, he was asked about Leatherwood, like where he's at, because he entered the 21-day window to return from the NFI list last week, and Flus says that's still where he's at, but no one asked him about a crash. Flus didn't address it, so did it happen? Did it not? Maybe it was a minor crash where there's just nothing really to add, and, it sounds like Leatherwood and the woman are fine. It happened at noon on a Saturday, so you would hope if that's true, then alcohol wasn't a factor. If it was midday, truly could have just been a 2-car accident. Who knows? But no big reporter has said anything about it. The Bears haven't said anything about it, so I'm going to kind of leave it there. I'm not sure if this happened or not or what the situation is, but Flus did add that he thinks at some point this season Leatherwood could work his way into being a factor on this offensive line. So as far as his return to football, that's where we're at, but as far as a car crash goes, don't really know. That's kind of where we're at with that situation right now. If you subscribe and we find out more info, that's why you subscribe, because we cover the latest news, rumors, information, stories like that. We're not going to speculate too much because we want to respect the process of whatever is going on there. So subscribe to the channel. We cover the latest Chicago Bears news, rumors, trade buzz leading up to the trade deadline here in a couple weeks. So hit that sub button. Let's get to 54,000 subs by Monday Night Football. Speaking of Mac Jones, the Patriots quarterback, who was in the same draft as Justin Fields. Obviously, these two are going to be linked for a while. Could he return this week? It certainly sounds like it. Report out there is that he's expected to return against the Bears on Monday night. He has missed the last 3 games. And now the question is, if he's active, will he start? I think the answer is yes, but Bailey Zappe, don't get zapped, has been hot in his 2 starts, really almost 3, because he came in early in that Packers game a few weeks ago and almost upset the Packers. Look at the comparisons. Zappe's completion percentage higher, obviously less yards, but he's played less. TD interception ratio much better. QB rating, substantially better. Now, very small sample size, and like Justin Fields, Mac Jones kind of got off to a slow start this year. But that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see which quarterback we face, because it could be a scenario for New England where it's like, okay, they've got 85% Mac Jones or Bailey Zappe. They might go Bailey Zappe if Mac isn't 100%. So this will be something to monitor between now and Sunday. I'll be keeping an eye on it. And I just want to ask, it's crazy to actually say this out loud, but which quarterback would you rather face? I mean, you could argue if Mac's not 100% that you'd rather face Mac Jones with how the Zap man has been playing the past couple weeks. So type MJ for Mac Jones, BZ for Bailey Zappe. This will be interesting between now and Monday night. All right, jam-packed show today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that sub button like I mentioned, and we'll have a couple more videos between now and Monday, daily coverage here on the channel. So hit that sub button. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, at HGramNFL. Hit me up over there. See you next time. Bear down, Chicago.